Hey guys, what's up? It's Monkey. I'm back for another video. In today's video, we will be doing a Redux What If. Now, around a year ago, I uploaded my second ever What If, this being What If Dabura Turned Good Part 1. With a year having passed, I have gotten so much better at writing and making What Ifs overall, so I decided for our full series video and our finale, it would be so much better to have a Reduxed version of Part 1, similar to what I did for What If Super Saiyan never existed. This will basically just be me redoing and retelling the events of the Buu Saga and Part 1, just re-changing the What If, because my first part to this What If was not good at all. I had no clue what I was doing. I didn't even script my videos back then. I don't know what I was doing. In my opinion, it was done quite poorly. So yeah, if you do enjoy this video, please make sure to hit the like button below and subscribe with post notifications on. Also, make sure you join my Discord server, which is linked down below in the comments, and go follow my Twitter, which is at @ablazemonkey. You can easily find that on Twitter. So yeah, with all that said, let's get right into this video. So this video will be looking at how Dabura turned good, and well, our story begins with Dabura facing off against Majin Buu right before he was turned into a cookie. Dabura powers up and lands a punch to Buu. He looks over desperately to his master Babidi, screaming at him that Majin Buu is out of control. Babidi, however, simply ignores this, watching his beautiful Majin Buu. Dabura continues to try and cry out for help, telling Babidi they could rule the universe together. They don't need Buu. He's nothing but a mindless creature. He yells at Babidi, "Look at the bigger picture!" This angers Babidi. He looks up at Dabura with a scowl and screams, "Bigger picture? There is no bigger picture, Dabura. This is the bigger picture. Buu has wiped the floor with you, and this is where you will meet your end." Now, unlike in the anime, Dabura gets extremely enraged by this and powers up. He is not having any of Babidi's logic. It's completely stupid. How could he just side with Majin Buu after all his years and years and years of allegiance to his master? With that, Buu still tries to turn him into a cookie, but he actually manages to narrowly avoid it. Dabura realizes that this entire time he has been nothing but a pawn to Babidi. After all these years, he gets treated like this. He now has one goal: to take revenge upon Babidi and kill Majin Buu. He remembers the people he fought, and he knows how strong Gohan was, to which he decides he has no other choice but to temporarily team up with them. He flies into the air and fires a massive demonic blast at Babidi, which Buu blocks. This is enough of a distraction for Dabura to fly away. From here, things play out as in the original, with Gohan and Shin eventually facing them off. And if you remember, yeah, Gohan gets destroyed by Buu, but luckily Shin is able to teleport him to the land of the Supreme Kai. And Majin Vegeta still eventually fights Goku and gets the jump on Goku, of course knocking him out. Dabura does see Goten and Trunks from flying away and manages to convince the boys that he does want to actually help, and he actually decides to release Piccolo and Krillin from their stone as proof of this. So yeah, instead of Dabura dying and them getting released, Dabura actually just releases them. I'm sure Dabura can reverse it. It is his magic. And decides that although he doesn't like these people, they have a common enemy, so they may as well work together. And from here, yeah, everything basically plays out the same. Vegeta knocks out Trunks and Goten, and they watch Majin Vegeta explode. From here, they all head up to the lookout, and everyone regroups with Goku. Goku meets Dabura and actually isn't all too surprised about him being there. Everyone mourns the death of Vegeta and Gohan. In this time, I feel as though Dabura and Piccolo would go quite close. Dabura would just be there to help everyone take down Buu. Dabura had actually seen a few Namekians in his time, and with Piccolo, a lot of meditation takes place because Dabura does know how to meditate, and I think a lot of the manipulation from Babidi and control would be reversed. Not all of it, obviously. He's still going to have the margin symbol and all that, but I do think Piccolo would help Dabura kind of heal, and Dabura may actually form a sort of bond with Piccolo. And they do some light sparring to grow a bit stronger. Meanwhile, they also teach Goten and Trunks how to do the fusion dance, something they learned from Goku. So Dabura and Piccolo also bond over the fact that they need to train Goten and Trunks, and let's just say it's not pretty trying to teach them the fusion dance. In any case, things from here play out as in the original. Majin Buu and Babidi terrorize Earth, turning everything into candy. Goku still goes off to face off against them and buy time, which leads to the revelation of Super Saiyan 3. With Dabura sensing this, he realizes now is the perfect time to take revenge. He thought that only Goten and Trunks would be able to defeat Buu, thinking that Super Saiyan 2 was the peak of Goku's power. But he can tell Goku is more than enough to do this himself, and even if Dabura just goes and helps Goku, they'll be more than enough to kill Buu. And he's going to let this go to waste. He flies off the lookout at rocket speed to where Goku is facing off against Buu. Here he finds Goku fighting Buu, with Goku seeming like the stronger one. Super Saiyan 3 Goku is clearly just buying time though, and showing off. And this angers Dabura. He rushes in, attacking Buu, going in for the kill, but he's simply too weak. He does hit Buu with a big enough blast though that he knows it's gonna kind of hurt him, I guess. He knows he may not be able to take him out, but he can take out Babidi. Babidi screams at Dabura, realizing this. Meanwhile, Goku tells Dabura to leave Buu to him and he could just take care of Babidi if that's what he really wants. Dabura gets angry, telling Goku to just kill Buu already, but Goku tells Dabura it's not his job to save the Earth anymore, and the Goten and Trunks should be the ones to do that. Dabura doesn't understand what Goku's logic is here. What? Why would you leave it to two kids? Dabura, with no other options, rushes Babidi, deciding he may as well take him out while he has the chance. Buu is fighting Goku, and Dabura screams, "Babidi!" As the wizard screams, "Dabura!" He looks at him and yells, "You are my peasant. Without me you are nothing. Your purpose ran out long ago. You should have died to Majin Buu." Dabura looks at Babidi in pure fury and grabs him by the neck, squeezing him, choking him, holding him up. "Babidi, you used me to simply achieve your goals, and when you were done with me, you tossed me to the side like a child who's found a new toy." Dabura squeezes tighter, gritting his teeth. He screams, "I am Dabura, the Demon King. I am not the servant of some foolishly weak wizard." Babidi looks at him, his final words being, "Without me, you're nothing at all. All your power comes from me." With that, Dabura explodes Babidi's head with his grip, growing as tight as possible, killing the genie. This angers Buu, who rushes Dabura, slapping him, sending him hurtling down. Dabura recovers as he and Goku indirectly team up against Buu. Dabura does try to spit at Buu, but yeah, it doesn't really work, with Buu just ripping off pieces of himself. Buu does now punch Dabura as Goku kicks Buu. Goku really begins talking to Buu, telling him to wait a couple of days as, there'll be a strong fighter to face eventually. Dabura tries to stop Goku, telling him they can just kill Buu now, but Goku looks at Dabura with a sort of serious face, making Dabura back off, seeing how powerful Super Saiyan 3 Goku is. Dabura is overwhelmed by the blinding strength of Super Saiyan 3, and with no other choice, no matter how much he wants to kill Buu, he is forced to comply. He wants nothing more to just kill Buu right now and be done with this, but it seems Goku has other ideas, wanting two brats to take out Buu. Dabura's been the one training them. He, better than anyone, knows that it's going to be tough to get those two boys to beat Buu. Goku tells Buu not to cause any trouble as he powers down and teleports to the lookout with Dabura. Trunks are of course arriving with the radar. With this, Piccolo asks Goku about this new form, and Goku explains he can only use it for a short period of time. From here, our story plays out the same. Goku shows Goten and Trunks Super Saiyan 3, and he runs out of time on Earth and is forced to return to the other world. He visits Gohan, who is training in the realm of the Kais, and Majin Buu still befriends Mr. Satan. From here, things play out exactly the same as the original, with the robbers still shooting B, causing Evil Buu to be formed. The two fight, leading to the defeat of Fat Buu and formation of a Super Buu. Goten and Trunks continue to perfect the fusion dance, with Super Buu eventually arriving at the lookout. Dabura, while tempted to fight this new Buu, knows he stands even less of a chance than when he fought Fat Buu. Piccolo manages to convince Buu to wait an hour, leading to Buu killing every single human. Dabura and Goten, as well as Trunks, now go in the time chamber to train as long as possible while Piccolo stalls for time. Buu's patience eventually runs out and Piccolo and him go to the time chamber, taking the longest route possible. And I do want to mention that in the original, Goten and Trunks went in alone, but this time Dabura has joined them, which means Dabura is going to be growing stronger. There they find Goten and Trunks as well as Dabura in the time chamber. Goten and Trunks fuse, forming Gotenks. This time, however, due to them training with Dabura, they are much stronger and much more serious due to Dabura's serious nature. Yeah, due to the effect Dabura had on them, they're not going to be as kiddish. So they fight Boo in the time chamber, powering up to Super Saiyan straight away. Dabura has got stronger too, but decides not to help just yet, seeing as they don't need it. Super Saiyan Gotenks against Super Boo goes relatively similar to the original. Eventually, Gotenks, however, starts winning, getting a surprise attack on Boo with a Super Ghost Kamikaze attack. Boo takes this as an opportunity to fly away, escaping the time chamber. And yeah, Gotenks flies after Boo, to which we now get Gotenks versus Boo with the fight continuing. Gotenks eventually does decide to use a special technique, this being Super Saiyan 3. From here, things play out actually really similar to the original. Gotenks is about to kill Boo when suddenly he defuses from the timer running out quicker due to all the power he used. Boo laughs as now Goten, Trunks and Piccolo and Dabura try and fight him. And while they are winning, they're not exactly losing either. Remember, Dabura got much stronger in the time chamber, and Boo got weakened from fighting Goten. Obviously, so did Goten and Trunks. Dabura was actually able to bond with the boys too, them being the first Z fighters who actually properly accepted him besides Piccolo. Meanwhile, he was able to talk with Piccolo and bond with him over being previously evil demons, Dabura being interested to learn about Piccolo's father, who called himself a Demon King. They continue to fight but are all slowly defeated until Gohan arrives, rescuing them all in his new ultimate form. From here, things play out basically the same, with Gohan being cocky and basically beating the shit out of Boo, which leads to Gotenks and Piccolo being absorbed, forming Bootenks. However, Dabura is here this time, which means Gohan has backup, and something else is different this time. Gohan decided to bring Potara with him. Yeah, Gohan got this advice from Goku, so the two fight Bootenks, with Gohan eventually being absorbed. Dabura has both Potara and faces Buhan alone. He stares him down as Boo laughs. "You're nothing without Babadi's power. You're just his pawn. You dare think you can stand against me?" Dabura powers up to full power. "You bet I do, Boo." The two fight, with it being pretty one-sided in Buhan's favour, with Buhan just kind of beating the shit out of Dabura. But Dabura still holds on. Then a blast fires from behind, hitting Boo's back. Who is it? It's none other than Vegeta. Dabura and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta now team up against Boo. They're both a product of Babadi's control. They get beaten badly by Boo. He mocks both of them for being so easily controlled by Babadi and still being so weak. Vegeta sees the M on Dabura's forehead and looks over to him. "I'm sorry you had to go through the control and pain for so many years. Just a few hours caused me great suffering and anguish, so I can only imagine what it felt for you. He took control of your life, and I'm sorry that you had to endure that pain." Dabura, shocked by Vegeta's kindness, stares back at him. He smiles. "It's okay," Vegeta says. "We were both pawns of Babadi's manipulation and control. How about we team up properly?" Vegeta smiles as Dabura hands a Potara over to Vegeta. Vegeta puts it on. They're gonna go even further than just teaming up together. No, they're gonna fuse. Yeah, you've never seen this fusion before. It's Vegibora, the fusion of Vegeta and Dabura. They were both products of Babadi's control, and they have now teamed up to face Babadi's absolute creation, Majin Buu. He immediately powers up and begins fighting Buu, easily laying the smackdown on him. This fusion is incredibly powerful, as you would expect from any fusion, and they do not hold anything back. These two hate Buu the most, and they put him through extreme pain, even powering up to Super Saiyan, which shouldn't be possible considering the Vegeta side of the fusion. With this, he beats the absolute crap out of Buhan, utilizing demonic Big Bang attacks to nearly kill him. The two of them beat down Buu, showing how strong they really are. The very two things which were used to create Buu will now be the very two things to destroy him, as they beat him even worse than Vegeta did. Eventually they are forced to go into Buu to release everyone, to which they do actually go in, killing Fat Buu. Yeah, the Dabura part of the fusion wants nothing of Majin Buu left in this world, so Fat Buu sadly gets killed, with obviously last time Goku sparing him. He eventually exits his body, taking everyone out, causing Kid Buu to be formed. But as Kid Buu is being formed, right before Vegibora is about to kill him, they defuse at the worst possible time. Dabura is shocked by this, as Kid Buu now tries to destroy the Earth. But Dabura actually manages to block the blast with a Devil Beam. He is able to barely save the Earth, pushing it back with obvious help from Vegeta, now powering up. He launches himself at Kid Buu, screaming as Kid Buu and Dabura begin to fight. Dabura, enraged, receives a power boost as the two erupt in a furious battle, Dabura letting out all his rage. This is the creature which ruined his life, and now he is taking his revenge. Buu actually starts to get desperate. Is this the power of a demon? Buu actually tries to absorb Dabura in a last-ditch effort, but Dabura has none of it, absorbing pieces of Buu into himself. Yeah, Buu tries to absorb Dabura, but Dabura kind of just absorbs all those pieces of Buu. Buu screams and Dabura screams back. He's taking his life back. He's had enough of this. Dabura now continues to fight Buu with those pieces being inside of him, but he realizes he can't do this alone. Vegeta watches in awe and then enraged Dabura blasts at Kid Buu, fighting him in full power. Dabura looks down, seeing Vegeta, telling him to temporarily fight Kid Buu. Using his magic, he wakes up Piccolo, Goten, Trunks, and Gohan, who are all healed and at full power, as accompanied by Vegeta. And now all rush Kid Buu. They all beat Kid Buu down, and with help from all the people he teamed up with and grew close with across this time, they all fire a combined beam, which obliterates Kid Buu's body, killing him once and for all. From here, everything plays out the same, with everyone still being revived, and Goku actually does stay dead. I do want to mention that Goku doesn't get revived here due to Gohan taking the Patara instead of Goku. But yeah, the Buu saga ends the same, Dabura having a bond with Goten, Trunks, as well as having a nice connection to Vegeta, also spending a lot of time with Piccolo, but still living in the demon realm, and that's where the What If comes to a close. That was part 1 with a reduxed version. It was me redoing part 1 of this story better, so it was better fitted into the story. You could go and watch part 2 and the rest of this series, although part 2 and part 3 could be a bit better in my opinion. I think it's still watchable. Part 4 onwards is where this story, I would say, gets really good. So yeah, I hope you do enjoy watching the rest of this What If. The finale will be coming out very soon, in a couple of weeks, and the full series video should be coming out probably about a month or so. So yeah, look forward to all of that if you are enjoying this What If. And yeah, you can see what Dragon Ball Super has in store for the Demon King in later parts. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure you smash the like button and subscribe with post notifications on, as well as joining my Discord server and go follow my Twitter. But with all that said, I will see you all in my next video. Later!